All right, we are live here at PlebLab Startup Day, and I've got the man, the myth, the legend, Topher, and his partner in crime, Jim, who are creating Lightning Box here. So, Topher, Jim, how you fellas doing today?
Doing fantastic.
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, man. Bellies are full. We just had some great food from KNC Cattle. It was outstanding. That's probably one of my favorite parts of like coming back and doing Bitcoin related stuff here, is just getting to eat the good barbecue that I do not get in Florida.
Yeah, that's why we're really here.
Yeah, I know, for real. But
shout out to Johnny.
Yeah.
He was the pit master today.
The fat content is perfect. That's the one thing I always notice with KNC.
It was just melting in my mouth today. So, I mean, the more we talk about this, the more hungry I'm going to get. So let's get off this topic. But all right. So Topher, I've talked to you a little bit before last time when we were here at Startup Day. But now you're working on something else here with Jim. So why don't you guys tell us a little bit about Lightning Box? And yeah, I'll leave it to that.
Okay. So Lightning Box it's a box, of course, that has lightning features built into it.
Okay.
So the goal of the box is that you can put money into the box, dirty fiat money, and then you can lock the money in the box, and then you lock it to a lightning invoice. So if somebody wants to unlock the box and take that money, they just pay the lightning invoice. They get dollars and the depositor gets the lightning. So it's a way of converting cash into Bitcoin and vice versa.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So that's really cool. So then, all right. So in the back end, are you always converting based on, I guess, the conversion rate there from Bitcoin to fiat, like however much? So say if I want it $1, is that lightning invoice always, I guess, somewhat changing based on like the dollar price of Bitcoin?
Yeah. So when somebody walks up to the box, it's already locked. There's already money inside and they want to buy the money in the box. They scan a QR code and it's at that point that we get the spot price of Bitcoin USD. So that it's not something where it's like you locked your money up when Bitcoin was at one price and then it just like swings wildly and then you get something, you get a raw deal. USD Bitcoin price at the point that somebody is looking to open the box.
So when you deposit your money in this box and then somebody then wants to take that cash, let's say $20, who gets that lightning transaction then? Where is that routed to?
Routes to their LN address.
So, okay.
So the process is basically, so just to kind of paint for you, what is the lightning box like? It's like a metal box and it's got a bills counter on the front. We hacked into a bills counter and got it to exfiltrate. That was a fun project. We spent like 5 hours here at PlebLab messing with it, but we exfiltrated, the readings on the front of it.
The display.
We found the perfect bill counter to do what we wanted to do, and you feed, it sucks in the fiat cuck bucks, and it just
sucks them in violently too.
Yeah, violently. It's pretty impressive. Yeah, just like grabs them. Yeah. Yeah, and
so it's just one of those things you stick it in. And
yeah. And so by the way, I'm wearing these Pit Vipers. I'm not just a tool. I'm a tool, but the reason I'm wearing these is not because I'm a tool. They're called the money counters. So I figured it was an appropriate
there we go
for today. So it's the money counter sucks in the money, and then once the person's ready to finish the transaction, they can cancel. They can back out anytime. But we have to make sure the box is locked so we know that they're not just going to like manipulate later, right? If it was just like open and they're feeding it in, right? They can obviously cheat the system. So we make sure that's locked. And once we know it's locked, then we press the confirm button. We beam up to the Vercel app that Topher created. We tell them what the price, what the current count is, and then it locks the box until somebody pays the invoice.
Wow. Okay. So then what are the use cases for this? Do you see? Is it kind of like the intermediary between like accepting basically like Bitcoin as payment, right? Where it's like, hey, like, I don't know, I want to go buy tacos or something like that down the street. This person, I don't know, I don't even know like how much, like what are the use cases that you kind of see for this?
It's more like a peer-to-peer ATM.
Okay.
So there's no KYC involved.
Okay.
There really isn't any particular ringmaster to point the finger at. I guess you can point the finger at the person that's hosting the box, but then we're not really involved in the transaction. So anybody can walk up to the box if it's not reserved. They can put their money in the box, lock it, and now that box will create a Lightning invoice that anybody else can pay to open the box.
Okay.
And so pretty much we have no idea what two people are going to come together and make that transaction happen. And we have
Okay.
no real way of knowing.
Okay.
So this box is meant to be abandoned somewhere where people just use it within their community.
Okay.
Yeah. What we said is basically it's for buyers that want non-KYC sats and sellers that, you know, are living on a Bitcoin standard.
Need some
Dollars.
cash.
Occasionally, that's basically who we built it for, because that's basically who's here at PlebLab.
Yeah. So where, like, do you guys have any box located anywhere right now?
No, it's just here in the lab.
Just
We
here for
don't. This
now.
thing's custom made. It's, you know, a bespoke thing that we made
Yeah.
from scratch, basically.
Is there like a thought, or maybe like, I don't know, get another one in the commons, like kind of
Yeah.
like build and scale it like that?
Yeah,
or
see what the reception's like. You know, we could definitely see one at the Commons. You could see one, you know, at Bitcoin Park. I think those guys would like it too.
Yeah.
And anywhere else where there's a good enough volume of people that want to do trades.
Yeah. Of people kind of wanting to either that are living on a Bitcoin standard, or like, you know, want KYC free sats essentially. So yeah, man, I could see it. So all right. So then what's next for you guys? Is this just, I know how you operate, Topher. Is this just kind of like another one of these fun projects for you?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, it is something that can literally turn into a business, like a real serious business. And I've thought about it considerably. Sort of what led me down this path of doing this project with Jim was that I went through a lot of frustration with Bitcoin Switch. Bitcoin Switch is a great project that was done by Ben Ark, and I think we're being summoned to go to another panel that we're on.
Yeah. So,
So we
all
might
right.
have
So
to
we
cut it
are
short.
being summoned. So we're cutting this short. Maybe we'll resume at another time because I want to hear more about this. But
The backstory.
yeah, the backstory.
I can give some backstory on the Bitcoin Switch. So I don't think I'm being summoned.
Well, I think we're both getting summoned.
Yeah, I can say I can kind of comment on what Topher was saying. Basically, Bitcoin Switch is.
All right. Yeah. No, I can do it.
Okay, he's asked.
All right. So I'm moderating some panels, but we'll come back. We'll come back and I'll get you guys on this for sure.